Hi, Ms. Williams. This is Judge Terry. I see you here. Ms. Williams, can you hear me? Oh, I don't think she has audio connected. Good afternoon, everybody. We are streaming live on YouTube for today's hearing. This is let's see, it's almost 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, we are set in cause number 323-95899J. In the interest of a child, this was just set for judicial review. I do see Mr. Eck and Ms. Williams on. Can you both hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, great. I can see you now, Ms. Williams. Okay. Now, Judge Porter also has a 2 o'clock juvenile detention docket, not detention docket, I'm sorry, just juvenile hearing. However, we are going to do our judicial review first since it's shorter. And then after this proceeding is finished, due to privacy reasons under the family code, we're going to close the hearing for the juvenile hearing. That'll be conducted by Judge Porter. So we will do this one first, and then we will turn off the live stream. Okay, is everybody here for our hearing, Ms. Williams?
I'm not seeing my caseworker. Rochelle, are you here?
I don't know if you can.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, Rochelle's here. Let's see, who else just came in?
I'm La Casa. I'm Kathy.
Yes, I see you, Kathy. Yep. Okay, and I guess whoever else is on, maybe just on for the next hearing, so it's fine for them to be on ours. But I think we have everyone we need here for this one, don't we?
Yeah, I actually had sent the link to new foster mom for Chloe. So she had said she was going to get on.
Okay, do you see her name here? Is this the EA Loera here? Do you know?
I don't know. It doesn't sound like her name.
Okay.
No. I'm going to send her a text message.
Okay, and we'll just wait a few minutes because I was going to ask, I was hoping that maybe Chloe would be able to join us. And then if we want, if Mr. Eck, if you need to, of course, you know, I can put you and Chloe and I in a breakout room together. But the reason I wanted this judicial review, I had some concerns when I did the, well, when I read everything for the term review that I did back on the 9th by submission. I was sad to see that what I thought would happen. Last time I spoke with you and the child in chambers, Mr. Eck, I was afraid that this would happen, and it did. But I mean, what do we do? So I was just concerned about her and wanted to circle back and see how quickly the process was going of finding her a good new placement. So
It's like it's going pretty fast at this point. I'll let Rochelle and Cindy can give an update on that.
Okay. Good, I'm glad, because I was really concerned with the COVID stuff. When I saw that, I thought, oh no, not right now. But okay, go ahead, Rochelle.
Yeah, so I picked Chloe up from the former adoptive home on Thursday, so the 16th, and took her to a new foster home in Van Alstyne, Texas. And it seems like that it's going to be a good fit for Chloe. Foster mom is really artsy and craftsy and very artistic, and Chloe's really loving that. I got a little update today, and Chloe's doing well, settling in. There was some concern about the former adoptive family wanting to continue contact with Chloe. They did make some statements to me about wanting the state check to come to them and then have me set Chloe up in an apartment either in Stephenville or Dublin, and I let them know that would not be an option. So, you know, at this time, we're not allowing Chloe to have continued contact with them.
Yes, good call. I don't see the point in that. I mean, then it doesn't shock me what you mentioned about them with the check either, based on past reports from Mr. Eck in the department as well. Mr. Eck, is there anything you'd like to add? I did get your certification compliance and your little note on that. So
yeah.
thank you for that.
I wanted to just give a short compliance on that, but I can talk a little bit more about it. I talked to Chloe last week. She still tells me that she wants to go back down to Dublin when she is through with CS, which was discouraging. I told her to let's just wait on this for a little bit. Let's try the new placement, see how it goes. She wanted to talk to the prior placement. I said, let's just wait on that for now. Let's just see how it goes. Didn't say no. I just said, let's just wait on it. She agreed with that. I've talked to the foster mom, the Patsy Basala. She's had, from what she told me, she's had some experience with another child who had been in kind of a similar situation, a prospective adoptive placement that failed late on. And so she kind of had an idea of what might be, you know, kind of what some of the needs might be. I did warn her about there were other siblings in this case that might try to reach out to Chloe. She wasn't aware of that, but she knew that was a possibility now, that Chrissy or Clarissa could reach out to her, and this might not be a real good time for that. I did talk to her a little bit about Chloe kind of going from foster home to foster home. They seem to be pretty up to speed on Chloe's file. So I was glad to hear that. I think I was glad to hear that they kind of knew about what had happened, what was going on. It seems like a very interesting foster placement. They're willing to work with Chloe as long as they can. I wanted to let Chloe get situated a little bit before having a chat with her, but that's where I am at this point. It sounds like it'll be a good fit.
I think that's a good way to handle it with Chloe, Mr. Eck, is to just kind of, for now, let's just wait and just for now type of thing with her, because I can imagine I know, because I talked to her, she's extremely attached to this, you know, her former placement. And I'm concerned that it would just cause further, it's almost abusive, I think, what they've done to her at this point emotionally.
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that they sat on this. I mean, even if they had said, we're not going to adopt, but we love her, we want to keep her here, maybe it could have turned out a little differently, but to just say we're done and come up with some reason for it just really stinks.
Yeah, that whatever they said happened, I read that's just a parenting thing. That doesn't mean Chloe should just be out of the house. That could be easily addressed. So they just weren't a good fit, I guess, and dragged their heels for so long. And so the new placement is not adoption motivated. They're just doing foster placement. Is that right?
That's what I. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well,
And there's
anything else?
one other, I'm sorry, there's one other, I believe there's one other child in the home. Is that right, Rochelle? There's one other, okay.
She's 20 years old. They've been able to get her through high school, which is a big goal for Chloe. And she's starting TWU in the fall.
Okay. Okay. And is it a foster child also, or?
Yes, another foster child. An
Okay,
extended.
great. That is good. When is her birthday? I'm trying to remember when Chloe's birthday is.
May 29th.
Oh, it's coming up.
Well, but she's got 2 more years left of high school. Is that right,
Yeah.
Rochelle?
That's correct. She's only in the 10th grade.
That's right. That's right.
She can stay that. I mean, she needs to stay there for as long as we can keep her there. Yeah.
Yes, she does. I'd like to keep her as long as we can. That's for sure.
So it's at least 2 years, because who knows what's going to happen with this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. And that's what I was asking. Do you know if they were keeping up with her schooling in the previous home?
So I went through documentation when I placed Chloe, and it was written in November of last year that they did not attend Chloe's ARD meeting due to a visit from the caseworker. So I went back into my records and I did not make a visit on that day. So that was not accurate information. So unfortunately, I'm right now trying to get the transitional ARD that was completed in Abilene because the agency is no longer helping me.
Okay. Well, I guess my question was more related to the COVID pandemic too. Thank you for that. But I'm just wondering if she's had access to anything.
So they moved at the beginning of April from Abilene back to Dublin and did not let me know. And it didn't sound like
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. So there was we had a phone call about it, and no one really supported what I was saying in the phone call. The other caseworker for the 2-year-old child who's in their care did not support that. However, I know that the Walls did not let anyone know that they'd moved. So there's that piece of information. So I would say that she has been currently out of school since the beginning of April, end of March.
Okay, so the answer is no for sure. Okay. What else? So they have her previous placement has other kids placed with them, you said?
They've adopted the sibling older brother, and then they have a 2-year-old who's his sister, and she's a foster child to them. And they're intending to adopt her.
Okay.
Lovely.
Well, my next question is, are any of them still mine? Because I would want to take a hard look at it with everyone involved.
Oh, I don't know the
Little
answer
one
to
is
that.
great. So I know the caseworker is also now employed with OCOK. So yes.
Okay. Well, I didn't hear we have a connectivity issues, Rochelle. So I didn't hear the first part. Did you say they're still my cases, those ones, or no?
I don't know for sure, but I do know that she's in foster care, the 2-year-old.
Okay. Okay. Just maybe check, Ms. Williams, if you can check those out. They may be fine with that child, but they're kind of, I'm questioning whether they should have any of them. So.
They've already adopted her brother, right?
Well, I understand that, but if there's anything I can do going forward,
right,
to prevent something else like what happened to Chloe, then we'll see. But this is maybe a one-time thing, but I'd like to take a look at it if we can.
Judge, if I could add something. Whenever I've talked to Chloe, there was never an indication that she didn't feel safe or that she felt unsafe in the home. I just think that the motives of the Walls are suspect at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe, had a place to be and she was happy there. I don't know whether her understanding of that arrangement is a understanding that we would all appreciate and like. So just having her out of there is just a better situation for her at this point. So she just understand it.
Yeah, thank you. And I believe that too. I know that she loved being there, and that's what makes it kind of sad too. So I know she felt safe and all of that there.
And
go ahead.
my last visit, in person was in February, and they were promising, they had reasons that they hadn't adopted her yet, and they were promising, oh, it was going to be happening in March, you know, so they were promising her that it would, the delay was just because of other reasons, not that they didn't want her.
Yeah, I know they kept flaking out, and I remember, I can't believe it was October last time I talked to her, but because I remembered it so vividly as soon as I saw everyone's reports for the last term review. So just.
If I can add one more thing. Chloe benefited a lot from her church's youth group. When she was in Dublin, she talked to me about her youth group being, you know, kind of more important to her than her school friends. And I've encouraged Ms. Basala to follow up on that. If I don't think they're particularly religious, but if they can get her involved in a church youth group that is related to the high school, I think Chloe found a lot of value in that. I think they're going to try to do that if they can, just for association and just for making friends, and you know, to try to get involved with some kids in Van Alstyne. That seemed to really benefit her.
Oh, great. Thank you. And, you know, they may be meeting, like youth groups meeting online on Zoom or something like that too. She could check that out. So just to give her something during this weird transition time. But is there anything else the court can do for Chloe right now?
My thought would be is let her transition in for a bit and then have a review. Maybe the next time we would normally have a review, which would be, I guess, June or July. It'd
be October, the next time we'd normally have one for her.
Oh, is it really that far in the fall? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I know that's why I wanted to bring you guys back in pretty quick after reading what happened recently. So how about we do check on her in July? Okay. And that way hopefully everyone will be going back to school in August, and we can see if there's anything we need to do different. And if we do, it'll give her enough time to adjust before school starts.
Well, I'd like her to get on here or see you again, however we can do this.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, if you want to do June, I'll write down June.
Well, and she'd be coming in from Van Alstyne. This may be the better way of doing it anyway. So.
Well, I'm just talking about as far as the timing goes.
Right. June is fine.
June is fine. Okay. So.
We'll add it to the June list.
Thank you for a judicial review. Thank you, Cindy. In June. We will add it to the docket. Child to appear via Zoom. Okay, thank you, Ms. Calder, for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for indulging me in this quick extra thing for Chloe. And it was good to see you all.
Hi.
Okay. Okay, so at this time, I believe Judge Porter is going to take over and begin a hearing with the juvenile, and I am going to end the broadcast to YouTube due to privacy reasons. Which we're allowed to do under the Texas Family Code. So I'm going to count down 20 seconds to make sure that that's broadcast.
Is this one of my cases, Judge?
And then I will end this hearing.
It is.
No, Mr. X.
So.
Okay.
It,
Adios.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Cherry.
Okay. All right. So the live stream is ended.